Hello, hello, hello. Grandma Prepper here. Very excited to show you the Halo XT flashlight from 4Patriots. I love this flashlight. It is heavy duty. I'm going to show you a function feature that I am not very happy with. The compass does not always work properly. Compass is actually pointing northwest rather than north. Please forgive my dinner. I'm a slow eater. Coffee. Gotta have coffee. I've got 3 cups here. Oh my goodness. Okay, in my defense, those 2 are empty. But I did pull out the one from my kitchen. And it actually works more towards north. Now it's facing northeast. Okay, so these are kind of janky, to be really fair and honest. But, you know, I thought maybe it was just the one that was an issue, but it's not. Although I really do gotta tell you, I am very, very happy with this flashlight, despite the fact that it is not a good compass on it. The many products from 4Patriots do so many more things than just what they're intended for. Yes, this is the one that 4Patriots actually sent me. Okay, so I had actually done this video and then accidentally deleted it. I was so mad at myself. All right, so let's see. First thing first I want to show you is this right here. Okay, this actually covers the button so that you don't accidentally press the button and have the flashlight on in the trunk of your car and you don't know it. Now, one-handed, I'm having an issue with it, but you know, that's my left hand. My dominant hand is my right hand. So you don't accidentally turn it on because that's protecting it. Okay? So what I do is I just drop it down, push the button, and I'm in a brightly lit kitchen. And you can see how bright that is. Look at that. That is really bright in a brightly lit room. Now, the great thing about this flashlight, yeah, isn't that amazing? I love it. Okay, I'm killing myself here though. So that was bright, not so bright, and off. And the flash and the emergency red, the 2 different settings for the emergency red. Then of course it has the magnet. Yeah, it doesn't work on my fridge. You know, I have the Samsung fridge, and while it does kind of, it doesn't stay, it slides down the fridge. There's not enough, oh, there we go. On the side of the fridge it works. Oh, that is where I had it before. Okay. All right. We learn different things, new things all the time, don't we? All right. So this right here is a glass break. And so if you're ever in the car and you need to break the window, or you're outside of the car and need to break the window, this will break it, no problem. Seatbelt cutter, I don't know if you can see the blade or not, but it is well protected, so you can't cut yourself. You can't quite, you know, a child could, so I would not have an itty bitty little kid play with this flashlight because it does have that really sharp seatbelt cutter. And yes, I did cut a seatbelt with it. somebody got into a car accident. We couldn't get him out. I wish that I had been able to film that, but that did not happen. And the one that's in my car, I used the seatbelt cutter to get somebody out before the flames erupted. And thankfully, it never did end up being any flames. But I was able to get the person out, not a problem, with the seatbelt cutter. So, another feature on these flashlights that I love so very much, underneath of that compass, oh my goodness, okay, whoa, made myself dizzy. There are 2 different ports. And the great thing is that you can plug in the USB to your laptop, to your generator, to the wall adapter, to whatever, and you can go ahead and actually charge this bad boy up with your wall, you know, your electricity. Or you can stick it in a window and charge it solar. And this is also a battery pack. You can plug this side in and charge your phone, or you can take your charger, your USB charger, plug it in, and it's a battery bank, a forever battery bank, because it's solar. Another aspect that I love is that you can adjust the size of the, you can put it on your wrist and keep it there. One of the things that I have always hated about other flashlights is that, you know, especially when I was doing my wilderness training, we got to have flashlights for the first night, and I dropped mine and it turned off and I couldn't find it. So hence, you know, that's part of wilderness training. With this one, I can drop it all day long and I will never lose it. It's sturdy. It's a little heavy. It has some weight to it. It's a great self-defense weapon. I love it. I keep one in my car. I keep one in my bedroom. I keep one in my kitchen. And I keep one in my garage. Absolutely, absolutely love it, despite the fact that the compass doesn't work. Now, let's go on to Ken and see what he has to say about his.
Little clip deal on this is something else I was saying. The reason I like the little clip on this is because if you get really right on it, you'll notice that the button is indented. Now, to me, that's a feature because even though I've got big paw fingers, I actually have to get my hand in there to turn it on, which means if it's in my pocket or something, I'm less likely to just accidentally press it and have it die while it's in my pocket. Okay? I work at a casino. So one of the things I see with a lot of people is they're walking around on their phones, go figure, right? But the thing that drives me batty is nobody ever seems to notice that the light is on the back side of their phone. Okay? They push the button and the light's on, and they don't know. It's draining your battery. Okay? Flashlight, no different. You stick this sucker in your pocket, you stick it on your hip, you use the little deal here, and you don't realize it's turned on because it's the middle of the day. You drain your battery and you don't have a flashlight when you need it. Okay? Yes, you're recharging quick, easy for the most part, but so to me, having that little clip there to keep you from accidentally pressing the button is a feature that I really like. Okay? And I don't know if she showed you, and she's like photosensitive, so I'm going to have her close her eyes and point to this spot on the wall. Okay? So I got a high beam, small beam, flasher beam. Okay? And it is really, really nice that I have the multi beams and everything else there to kind of adjust what I need. You don't necessarily want it to be the brightest in the world.
This is a flashlight as well.
Right, it's an LED. I gotta read the instructions how to turn that one on now.
It just keep pushing the other button.
Okay, yeah, it's not doing it.
It's not.
No, so I'm gonna have to look up. I honestly thought that was only a solar panel.
Nope.
With an LED.
Okay, so you can also, I'm going to show you a trick. You can slip this around
Oh yeah.
so that you can push this button really easy.
Oh yeah.
So we've got the light, the strobe. Huh, yours doesn't go, okay, maybe it is a different button. I don't think so. Oh,
Shit.
what'd
Okay.
you do?
So I pushed. This is why I like playing around with these things. I pushed and held it.
Oh, there you go. That's what I did.
So, like I said, sorry to blind Grandma Prepper, but so yeah, there's my personal review. I'm not a fan of the compass. Everything else about this light, I love.
Okay, so hold it down. I'll close my eyes. My eyes are closed.
Okay, so hold it down, go white, and it went from bright, and then went a little dimmer because I double-clicked the button. Click it again, goes off. Click it, hold it a second time, you get flashy red lights.
Yep, way awesome.
Okay, and again, back to just regular light. And like Grandma Prepper was saying, the clip comes off, but personally,
All I do is I just turn it around on the flashlight. I don't remove it.
yeah, I don't.
And I showed them that.
It's a little more. I mean, it's pretty cylindrical, but the clip is more oblong, so it's a little bit more of a hassle for me. Again, big paws, and trying to do finer things is tough sometimes. But there you go, Mind of Madness's review of the Halo XT multi-use flashlight from Poor Patriots. Honestly, get a real compass if you're gonna go in there with that, but literally everything else about this I love.
Okay, so here we are with all of them on the table. And I'm trying to get all the glass breaks pointed the same direction. As you can see, those two are now pointing north. They were not when we set them down on the table and I turned them. This one is pointing out to the ocean, northwest. So it's pointing more like I'm in Ridgefield, Washington, and it's pointing more towards Long Beach, Washington. These two are pointing north, which they weren't before. So let's see. All right, so yeah, they're janky, really janky. They're not, none of them. Oh, those two are now pointing the same direction.
Like I said, we're picking on the only feature that we don't like, though.
Right. So understand that these flashlights are absolutely amazing. I love them. I won't use the compass. So thank you all for watching. Love you all very much. Have a wonderful, absolutely.
Before we do,
Oh, here we go.
okay, this is a magnetic compass that is clearly not right, because north is not that way.
Yeah, north is not that way either. I wonder if I wonder if we are dealing with solar flares.
It's entirely possible that everything is being offset by outside forces.
Because that is pointing west, southwest. So, I have the top of the camera pointing, so this corner is actually west. And it's saying that north is slightly south
More of a
of due west.
To give you a better idea, make fun of me later. I play Pokemon Go. One of the deals on this is that it always gets you facing north. Now, you're going to see a basic layout of the corner where we live. So what's happening now is the street that you see here on my game is north of my character, as is seen. This street is right over there. So literally, I'm going to move the phone here. The way our house lays with this street is right there. This uses a compass to direct which way you are. So it does show that north is that way, which is close if you come up to the ones we have sitting here, close to mine. Kind of close to one of the ones that Grandma Prepper
The
has.
kitchen one.
And then this one, not so much.
The one on the far right is the one that 4Patriots sent me for review, free of charge. The one in the middle is the one that's been in the kitchen for, since I bought them. And then this is yours that you bought sometime this past year.
Yeah. So within the last, I think, 6 months is a good way to put it. But my point being is the reason that I'm using this is because it gives physical references. I'm even going to expand this a little bit. Excuse the balloon, I know. The road that you see Grandma Prepper always at, again, is this little crossroad right here where that little brick fencing is, where that particular little white fluff ball is. But you're checking out the balloon. Wow. So anyway, but
so this is the thing that points you north, right?
Right.
Okay.
Now if I go ahead and click on it, it'll always point me. It takes a minute to kind of catch up, but it wants to always head, like I was saying, towards the north, what direction the phone is facing. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. So yeah, the electronic devices we have, the phone compasses and stuff can be messed with pretty good. These are pretty old school, a little janky, but they get you a basic heading. I wouldn't trust them as out in the middle of, Rambo style country, but they give you a ballpark. And like I said, everything else I love about these things.
Oops, my finger again. I'm always putting my finger in the video.